and action. Welcome back to The Metal Hunter. That's me. My name is Luke. I have been talking about this over the last couple of videos that I would be doing reviews for you guys. So I'm going to start with a live review because I happen to just see Dimmu Borgir. My descent is the story of every man. I am hatred, darkness and despair. I was fortunate enough to get along to it, to review it through Reverb Digital Magazine. There's a link down below to follow them through Facebook and to check out their website. I've been writing for them for quite a while, and I really enjoy that. Kevin and the team afford me to go to a lot of metal shows and review them. So go over and check that out. So yeah, Dimmu Borgir, they were on the Ionian tour. It was a 10-day tour through New Zealand and Australia. It's only the second time that they've ever been here, and it also took them 7 years between visits, between drinks. Last time they came out was 2011 for Soundwave. I unfortunately didn't get to see them there. Oh, but baby. Actually pretty glad that I saw them for the first time as a headliner because they were able to bring all their theatrics and everything like that. So opening for Dimmu Borgir, there was only one band and they did the whole tour. They did New Zealand leg and the Australian leg, and it was Earthrod. Earthrod are fucking awesome. They're from Western Australia. They're from Perth to be exact. Really buzzsaw kind of Swedish sounding guitar tones. However, the vocalist really brings in like an almost Lemmy from Motorhead kind of rasp, however you want to pronounce it. The drummer, I want to say his name's DJ. It was really hard to find all their names online and everything like that, which I find actually quite kind of interesting. He could hardly sit down. He seemed to be like standing up and doing his parts quite a bit. The two guitarists only played guitar solos every now and then. Made it really special when they did come in. They were really like engaging and really crushing kind of guitar solos. I wrote in my review that the sound of Earthrod is a fist fight between Entombed and later era Immortal, because they had quite a bit of the buzzy kind of metal stuff and then some shards of like really icy black metal come through. The vocalist Jared was somewhere between a metal version of Lemmy and David Vincent from Morbid Angel. Just absolutely fucking awesome, really captivating, really enjoyed them. I'd never heard them before. I think I'd never seen them before, I should say. And maybe I'd heard like half a song. So I was very pleasantly surprised. For those of you who are not familiar with Dimmu Borgir, they started in '93 in Oslo, Norway. They started out as a pretty straightforward symphonic black metal band. The first track that I ever heard from them was Morning Palace. It's arguably one of the first black metal songs I'd ever heard, mainly because it was around the same time that I was getting into bands like Cradle of Filth. I have since purchased basically everything that they've ever released. I absolutely love everything from about 98 upwards. Death Cult Armageddon is one of my favorite albums by them, mainly because it came at the right time in my life. And Ionian is one of my favorite albums this year. When I bought it, I was like, it instantly went to my most played in my car. Basically, months after it's come out, it still gets listened to on the regular. So Dimmu Borgir opened their set with 2 tracks off Ionian, which was The Unveiling and Interdimensional Summit. Basically, they played 5 tracks off the brand new album. 5 tracks out of 12 tracks that they did as a headliner. Now, to be honest, the only problem that I had with the whole night was the fact that they only played 12 songs. I thought that was quite short, considering how long it's been since they've been to the country, and considering also that it was their first headlining tour. I feel like that they would have packed in a little bit more. That being said, no one in the crowd really noticed. Everyone was pretty happy. They did play for around an hour and 20 minutes, which is a pretty solid effort considering the complexities of some of their songs. So they did touch on other albums like Death Cult Armageddon, Abrahadabra, Enthroned Darkness Triumphant. Obviously, they played Morning Palace as their last song, but mainly they just went with Ionian. And there's a reason that Dimmu Borgir are such a successful symphonic black metal band. It's not just because of their aesthetics. It's not just because they create some of the best music videos anyone's ever seen within the metal genre and outside of the metal genre. It's actually because they write songs that have hook. They write songs that people can sing back to them. They have call and reply parts in their song. Shagrath is an absolutely dominating frontman. He knows how to write songs that will get their crowds going, especially vocally. And it's amazing that even though it is basically in gurgled, shrieking vocals, it's something that your general everyday metalhead can sing back, or scream back, if you will, because that's mostly what it is. And I think that that really helps their whole purpose. So Dimmu Borgir were absolutely incredible. Sonically, aesthetically, musically, the whole thing was a complete package. Everyone, it was almost a sold out show. I'm pretty sure that most of the tour was sold out. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Dimmu Borgir turn up again in the next couple of years, if not quicker, because of the selling out and because of the hunger of the Australian metalheads. They definitely want to see more of that kind of shit, because we don't get a great deal of tours down here like, say, like the States or Europe does. So Dimmu ended their set with two of my favorite tracks, which was Progenies of the Great Apocalypse and one of the first black metal songs I ever heard, which was Morning Palace. The band got a photo with the crowd, you know, end of tour, and then they disappeared into the darkness, or basically probably back to whatever hotel they got booked for. I'm sure that, you know, they just want to be in comfort and get all their makeup off. Alright, so that was my review of Dimmu Borgir live in Sydney. Look, I don't do like a rating system, I guess, but for those of you who like rating systems, I would give the overall night an 8.5 out of 10. Only things holding it back was the fact that Dimmu didn't play for longer or more songs. And maybe if they're not going to play more songs, maybe add another opening band, maybe a local Sydney band would have probably helped. Okay, awesome. So thank you very much for watching if you've gotten this far. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you don't, fuck you. I mean, you don't have to, I guess. Like, you know, I'm not your dad or anything like that. But yeah, if you haven't heard Dimmu Borgir, go and check them out. There's going to be a link down below to their newest single. Thank you guys. I have been Luke, aka the Metal Hunter. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next couple of days. Got a couple more reaction videos and a couple more reviews coming your way. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you through the week. Bye.